Welcome back to Mad Ginger Customs. On this episode, we're going to be working on the tow pig. That's a 2011 Chevy Silverado. Front shocks are literally blown out of it so bad, destroyed the tires. It let all the magic juice out. So hopefully, we're going to show you the easiest way to get the shocks out. And we also have a Rancho kit that basically levels the truck out. So it lifts the front a little bit. Package that I bought. If it works good, I'll tell you. I'll give you a link for it. Let's get this thing in the air and see if we can't get these rotted shocks out. Control arms are rotted, the frame's rotted. The frame's actually split in the back. Underneath, we're gonna have to replate the frame. The truck has no oil pressure and the tires are wasted, but let's throw $700 worth of shocks in it, right? Let's go. Truck's lifted up, jack stands on each side, and we still have the jack underneath it. Kind of 3 points of safety, maybe. And for all the professional mechanics that don't watch my channel, that always bag on Harbor Freight stuff, this Earthquake is probably 5 or 6 years old, and it's still kicking on the same original battery. The thing is awesome. Just go, just get out. My truck is so rotted out. Wow, everything's rotted. This is disgusting. This truck sits. That is part of the control arm mount. And we're gonna have to do something with all this, guys. I don't know. This truck may not be worth saving, to be honest with you. Come here. So this is what we're looking to do. There's 3 bolts up here, and then there's 2 at the bottom. But what everyone does is they say you gotta break this ball joint, and you gotta break the tie rod, and then you gotta pull it out through here. But this is a pretty big opening. Why couldn't you push that down and then tip it and pull it? Why couldn't you do that? There's somebody that's done this screaming at their screen right now. Dave, you can't do it that way. You know what? I'm gonna try that. And if it sucks, I'll tell you I was 100% wrong and I don't know what the hell I'm doing, which is usually most of the time.
You think I'm stupid?
And we'll have to do it another way, but let's try it the easy way first. Maybe we got a little life hack, you know? So let's cook. It is 2024. This socket identifies as an impact socket. You can't say it doesn't, or you're gonna get canceled. I'm getting canceled. So let's get her in there, and we're gonna do this by feel because I'm not climbing under this thing with these Sears jack stands from 1947 that my dad got me at an estate sale. Thanks, Dad. My dad's awesome. Gets me all kinds of junk. Don't touch the smoky bolts, because you are gonna pay dearly. Now the Rancho stuff that I bought comes with new bolts. I would imagine it doesn't really move. Oh, it does. Oh, why wouldn't that work? All right, right now, we need to get in here. So we get to get all these little covers off. I'm about to just cut all that out. And we're gonna take these bolts out up here. Wait here for me, don't leave. These look to be an 18 mil, so we're gonna try these Jaeger ratchety wrenches that I bought a million years ago, that I'm still using, that I still have not broken. I don't know how it's even possible. Oh yeah. Well, now, all 3 are off up top and the bottom's off. Thinking if I just scoot it in, it'll fall into the control arm, and hopefully this is enough room to do this. And we may have to try to move this up and down, or worst case scenario, maybe just break the top ball joint free. I'm panting because everything is rusted. A lot of effort to do that. Should have got a big hammer. Okay. That kind of did what I thought it would do. All right. Now, can I come up through? Maybe. Oh, yeah. Guys, that took no time at all. Look at that. Okay. Well, see what we got in the box. This is a Rancho. There's the part number. I'll put the year range in right here. So this is adjustable dampening. It is supposedly a little bit of a lift spring because they want to level the front of your truck up. Comes with new hardware. That's a bonus because our rest of our stuff's junk. And it comes with stickers, and honestly I only bought it for the stickers. Being very honest with you, I bought all this before I knew that the truck had a bad frame. So anyway, let's see if we can put this in as easy as we took it out. And maybe this'll help some of you guys. So this has advisories on it. Spring under pressure, do not remove the nut. Obviously don't remove the nut in the top. If you know anything about how struts work and with the spring under pressure, or you like videos of people getting killed, don't take this nut off in here. I don't even know why I would have to say that, but here I am saying it. So this is a triangle pattern. So we want to put it in the way the triangle lines up and with the way the bolts line up in the lower control arm. So I'm hoping we can do what we just did and it'll be remotely close. Oh yeah, all day. Why did everyone say this was such a pain in the ass? This is super easy, guys. Don't shy away from this kind of work. This is easy. Now, these are pinch nuts, looks like. Oh, they're serrated. They may not be pinched. Let's see. Oh, they're not pinched. They're just serrated. So what we're gonna wanna do is at least get this outer one started, and then we can wrestle with the bottom, because we may have to put pressure down and then use a pry bar to get the bottom in. And this is, I mean, not the lightest thing I've ever held in my life. Wow. This is hard when you got gimpy shoulders. What's going on here? Why won't this go up? Oh, that's why. The mud inner fender makes it super difficult to do anything in here. But you want to make sure that you can get this while that's far away. That might be the killer, guys, is trying to get to pry it up. Well, I'm gonna do it regardless of what happens. Maybe I can get Jess to come out and stand on it, you know, because she weighs 13 pounds and that won't help. So we're not tightening that because we may need to kind of jostle it. Now, the problem is in this area here, I may be able to step on this and get it to kind of go down, or maybe this big screwdriver, hey? And we'll just kind of go underneath it and I'll pull it towards, oh man. That's a problem right there. That's gonna be a problem. I wonder how far I can get it if I stand on it, like push it down my feet. Oh, it's close. Oh yeah. Perfect, boys. Oh yeah. Oh, that is super good. Sorry, I hit the camera. So now we got to get some bolts lined up. So it comes with new hardware. I would assume they have to go up from the bottom. That's just a thought. Trying to get that in lined up. Maybe I should get one in and start it, huh? Now these are not listed as being side dependent, meaning the part numbers are the same for either way. Well, that's beneficial. That didn't kill me. Let's run this down, but not all the way, in case we got to move it around. So we might be able to just pry and then start the bolt. Yeah, boom. What do you guys think? That's pretty easy. I gotta be honest with you, I thought this was gonna be way, way harder by watching people on YouTube disassemble the entire front end unnecessarily. There's absolutely no need to do all that stuff, guys. I guess if you have some type of lift kit, maybe? I do know they're supposedly 39 foot-pounds. That means there's 6 Ugga-Duggas. And then these up here are 39 foot-pounds. But the honest answer is, how are you gonna get a torque wrench in there? What the hell size is that? I don't know, 15-ish? That's 15. So what we're gonna do is go through and tighten all these, and then tighten the ones at the bottom. And honestly, that side's buttoned up. Oh no! Boys, we got problems. You don't need a sway bar. I mean, honestly, who needs a sway bar? I need a sway bar. This thing's all over the place. I'm gonna go see if my son is working, because Advanced Auto Parts is where you go for parts, because my boy works there. And we'll see if we get some end links. That bolt's a problem. I can't even get that off. I have to see if I can get a deep 15 and use the, or we're just gonna break it off. Maybe we could just break it off, or we'll just cut it off with the cutoff wheel. We're going to cutoff wheel. Obviously, trying to be mindful of the brake hose. We're hitting on the bracket for the hose. That may be enough to break it though. Bogged it down enough to... There we go! Chicken dinner. No sense in wasting time, because ain't nobody got time for this. There we go. Gotta get a real hammer. There it is. Alright, I'm gonna go cut the other side and put them in. Get it in there. You know you want to live there. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to compress this a bit, but let's go get the other side together while I do that. So I had to put the jack under the control arm just to lift it a little bit. That way I could get the nut on for the sway bar link. I'm assuming I'll have to do the same for the other side. These tires are hammered because they bounced a lot, so they got checked, right? That is 100% from neglect. That isn't saying anything bad about the tire. That says something bad about the owner, right? I see a lot of people talking mad trash about their tire companies and only got X amount of miles out of this. Well, yeah, because you hit everything but the lottery. Your truck isn't aligned. You got worn suspension components, you know, or the missus sends that thing up the curb every time she stops to get a latte. You know what I mean? My wife's good for that. Now aluminum wheels need the proper torque, which is like 6 Ugga-Duggas. And that's the proper torque setting for that. So if you guys are wondering, Swedish torque specs work best. Good and tight. Don't forget the worst design center cap on the planet. Solid work, Chevy. You don't want it to ratchet, you'll blow them apart because they're plastic. That's it. That's it, boys and girls. Put the wheel on the other side and we're gonna put it down and see if it had lifted the truck at all. I didn't measure it because the honest answer is I don't care. I needed shocks because, I mean, this is the one. I mean, look how wet this thing is. This thing is blown out. I got to work one day and there's a puddle of water and I'm like, oh my God, where's all that coming from? It's coming from right there in that vicinity. Once your shocks let out the magic juice, they're no good anymore. So this will go to the scrap pile like everything else. Gotta do the backs, but that's just a shock. You guys don't need to see that. Well, I'm not mad at it. It actually is pretty level. You know, rotted in the frame and no oil pressure, but the stance is good. I would imagine it'll settle a little bit in the front. We got to throw some new sneakers on it, fix the frame, and maybe we'll do the wheel well arch in the back and a new front bumper. That's if I feel frisky. All right, guys, I just took it around the block. Long ride, actually. Hit every single bump I could find. It is actually really, really smooth. Now, the truck has 111,000 miles on it. There's other worn out bushings, but an amazing noticeable difference throughout the entire drive on smooth, on bumpy. I hit every pothole, just seeing if I could shake it. Seems good. Shout outs, Jane B bought 5 coffees on our Buy Us a Coffee link. Says she really enjoys the content. We really appreciate that. We love the notes you guys send with those things. Check out the Amazon links because the Amazon links are going to have all these Rancho products, the ratcheting wrenches. If you click those links, it gives a little tiny percentage to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. Amazon pays us directly and keeps our content moving. Moving forward, what are we doing? This truck's gonna need some frame repair. We're definitely gonna do that. We're gonna get started on Jess's 64 build, which you guys have been waiting for, and jumping back on the International. So just remember, guys, if you watch me do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.